Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So I've got quite a few. As always, I'm gonna jump right in. So the first one we're gonna talk about is this one here. I told you guys that I would test this one. I had this in my I had this in a safe signature scent fragrance video that I just did. And I was talking about how my liquid has darkened up so much and how I wanted to test this to see how it performs now, and wow is all I can say. I did layer this over this lotion. So this was another thing that I was really leery about because I didn't know how this was going to work on me. I typically, when I get lotions from Bath & Body Works, I typically like the body creams. I do not love these lotions that come in this, like these nourishing body lotions. I just find that these just don't smell as good as the body creams, and sometimes, in fact, they even smell off and weird. So I was worried about this. This is the fragrance called Wrapped in Vanilla. I'm wishing that I could have gotten it in the body cream because I can only imagine how amazing the body cream is. And if it comes up again in the next semi-annual sale, I will definitely be buying the body cream because this lotion is amazing. It smells so good. It just smells like vanilla and cream. It's really, really fragrant. I'm gonna tell you guys, this combination, not only did it last all day, and I wore this the last day that I worked in the office. I wore this to work, and I put it on at I probably took a shower at about 8 o'clock that morning. So I put this on at about 8 o'clock that morning. Not only did it last all day, but this is a combination that lasted on me until I took a shower the next day. I could not believe it. I was so stunned by how long lasting this combination was, because you guys know Bath & Body Works lotions are just, a lot of them are just not good anymore. The fragrance doesn't stick around, which I don't know. I've got mixed feelings about it. It's like the fragrance lover in me wants them to be like they used to. I also feel like the reason that they're not is because I really do think that the fragrance in the old Bath & Body Works lotions that used to be nuclear like that it was probably harmful to our health, because even as it is, they're still harmful to our health. So it's like I'm torn. I want them to be like that, but then again, I don't, because I know it's bad for us. But I was really surprised by this one. This one lasted for at least 24 hours on, the fragrance did. And same with this. I don't know if it was both, if it was just the combination, if they both are just amazing now, or if it was because it was just a really cold day out. I think it was just a magical combination of everything, that it just did really well in the cold, that the combination of the two is just an amazing combination, that they both just last really well. I think that this lotion is going to be incredible. This is probably my favorite Bath & Body Works lotion that I have in my collection right now. It's a good one. It's such a good one. It's like vanilla and cream. It's perfect. And then yes, this, I could not believe. I could tell by the color of the liquid that this must have deepened up and gotten even more amazing. So this is Cocoa Pink Tahoda, if I didn't say that to begin with. I'll of course have it on the screen for you. I got mine in the Smell Me Across Town formulation, which is their strongest, and this is amazing. It smells identical to Tahoda from Indult. Identical. I have tested them side by side. I think I even have an Is It a Dupe video on these, on this compared to the real thing, and you almost can't tell the difference. And this is so good now. Oh my gosh, so amazing. So I'm super happy with this. So happy I picked this up. Ooh, I've probably had this for 8 months or so. I don't remember when I bought this, but maybe 6 or 8 months I've had this. So it took a little while for it to get this concentrated, but man, it was worth the wait. It's amazing. So anyways, that is Cocoa Pink Tahoda, and then Wrapped in Vanilla from Bath & Body Works. Amazing combination. And then the next combination I wore another of my Bath & Body Works lotions. I wanted to wear these ones to see if I was even going to be able to handle them, because again, I just am not a fan of the lotions in this packaging, or in, you know, these just plain body lotions. This one is called Blush Cardigan, and oh, let me tell you what is in, sorry. In Wrapped in Vanilla, the notes on Wrapped in Vanilla are soft vanilla, velvet sugar, and chantilly creme. Creme. Yes, not cream, creme. Gosh, it's amazing. The notes in Blush Cardigan are sweet raspberries, sugar dipped violet, and warm amber. And this one, it reminds me a little bit of Girl on Insolence, but it's not so powdery like Insolence. And it also has that raspberry in it, which gives it a real like juicy brightness. And this one is so good. This is another one I was worried. I was like, this is either gonna smell like trash on, or it's gonna be really synthetic smelling, or it's just not gonna be good, it's not gonna last. It was none of those things. In fact, I wore this 2 days in a row because I wore it, I think I took a shower at night one night and I put it on after the shower, and I was so happy with it and like so in love with it that when I took a shower the next morning again, I went ahead and put this on, but then I layered a perfume over it. So yeah, I wore this, and then the perfume that I layered over it is Secret Genius from Penrose. This perfume is terrible. It's one of the worst performing perfumes in my collection. It's one of those perfumes that I need to just work through it and let it go, because it does not last well at all. It lasts, I don't know. It actually wasn't too bad with the lotion, layered over this lotion, and they don't necessarily go together because this is kind of like a caramely, it's kind of got an almost burnt kind of caramel fragrance to it. I love it, but it just, it performs terribly. So yeah, it doesn't necessarily go over this like super well because this is kind of like berryish and violet, but the combination worked. It worked really, it smelled good. But yeah, this is kind of like a pretty simple, kind of slightly, it's like a warm, kind of slightly burnt caramel fragrance. And I love it. It's not overly sweet at all. It's really comforting and cozy and pretty, but it lasts all of maybe 30 minutes. I think over the lotion, I got a couple hours out of it, which is the most time I've ever gotten out of this fragrance. On its own, I get maybe 30 minutes, seriously. I'm almost halfway done with this bottle. I've worn this a handful of times, like maybe 4 or 5 times, but that's how much I have to overspray it to get it to last at all, to like even be able to smell it. So yeah, this one's pretty bad. I just need to go ahead and add this to my project pan and let this one go. But anyways, that is Secret Genius from Penrose and Blush Cardigan from Bath & Body Works. I did good. I only spent like $37 this time around at the on the semi-annual sale. I didn't even go back for a second round, and I only got like lotions that I knew I was gonna I did a couple of them I really don't like that much. I'm not super into Cozy Evening, and I'm not super into that Eclipse one either. They're just okay. Okay, next I wore this baby. This is Burberry London. So this is the new formulation, and I pulled this out because this was in my safe signature scent video as well. I realized that I don't think that I've given this one a good full wear test since it was sent over to me. Somebody did send this to me, and I do have a bottle of the original. So this is a reformulated bottle, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is a reformulated bottle, and the bigger bottle that I've got is an original bottle. And I realized I'd never worn the reformulation. I don't think that I've ever given this one a good wear test. So it was pretty cold. It was actually really cold the day that I wore this. And this thing, I mean, I was not expecting this to last very long because I've had a lot of people tell me that the reformulated Burberry fragrances just don't perform well anymore. And so I really wasn't expecting much out of this, but I was very pleasantly surprised. I got at least 8 hours out of this perfume. I sprayed this on probably about 8:30 in the morning maybe, and I could still smell it. Like even in the evening, I could still smell it. Now I do think that I was able to spray something else on before I went to bed that night, or like, you know, later that evening, but this was there. I mean, this lasted all day, and I was really happy. Now I'll have to test it again, like when it gets to be springtime, to see if it performs with a little bit of heat in the air. I'm not sure. It might have performed really well because it was really cold out. I'm not totally sure, but I'll pull it out again when it starts to warm up and test it again to see if it was just the weather or if it's really not that bad. So anyways, that is Burberry London the beautiful, sweet, easy, kind of like a medium weight floral. It's not a heavy floral, but it's also not a really light floral. It's somewhere right in the middle, and it's really, really wearable, really, really enjoyable. I absolutely love this one. So anyways, that is Burberry London for her. And then another one that was also was this in my Safe Blind Buy video? I don't know. I just pulled this out for a video last week though, and I couldn't put it away until I wore it, and I'm obsessed with this perfume. Gosh, I love my Chloe perfumes. This is Chloe Love Story, and this is, my bottle looks rough. It's like missing its cap, and oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah, because I bought this bottle secondhand. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is kind of like the Burberry London, where it's this beautiful, easy, medium weight floral. It's not light, it's not heavy. I would say it's on the heavier side of medium. It's definitely a floral with a lot of body. It's a little bit sweet. It's a floral, but without smelling like a distinct floral. It's kind of a nondescript floral. It's just beautiful. I love it, and it's an absolute beast. Every time I wear this, I wonder why I don't wear this at least once a week, because it's just one of my favorite perfumes. It's perfect. It's a perfect floral. So classy, and I love the little bottle too. I do think that the bottles are very, very cute. So anyways, that is Chloe Love Story. Okay, next, this is the perfume that I sprayed on the day that I wore Burberry London Her. When it kind of wore off, I sprayed on 1,000 Kisses Deep from Lush. This is Myrrh and Osmanthus, and it is stunning. I love both of those things. I love Osmanthus, which gives it just a little bit of a brightness, but this is one of the coziest fragrances I think I've ever smelled. It's one of my favorite Lush fragrances. I love Myrrh. It's one of my favorite resins as well. So Myrrh and Osmanthus is a beautiful combination. It's probably got some kind of a citrus in the top. It's warm and cozy and like a perfect evening fragrance. It's wonderful in the cold weather, and it's a feel-good fragrance. It's a warm, cozy, comforting, it's just a warm, cozy blanket hug. I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, that one. And this one, most Lush perfumes, you'll get a good 8+ hours out of them. And this one, I could still smell it when I woke up the next morning, and until I took a shower the next day, I could still smell this. So yeah, love it so much. So anyways, that is Lush 1,000 Kisses Deep. Next, this is another one that I pulled out. This is I pulled this out for the best quality perfumes in my collection. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is Kate Walsh Boyfriend, and I couldn't put it away until I wore it. I hadn't worn it yet this year, so that was my time to wear it. It's just a little 1/2 ounce bottle. This is the original formulation. This reminds me, and now that I've made the connection between this and Armani C Le Parfum, they smell like each other. This one has plum instead of blackcurrant. So this one's a little bit, I don't know, the blackcurrant gives the Le Parfum brightness, a kind of juicy quality, and the plum in this is just rich, decadent, sweet plum. So this one doesn't have the brightness that Le Parfum does, but they're very similar. They're the same kind of amber. They're not like, it's not a heavy amber. It's not a musty, dusty smelling amber, which, don't get me wrong, I love a musty, dusty smelling amber, but it's more of a sweet, kind of syrupy, resinous amber. So good. It also does have kind of a musty, dusty quality in the base. The whole composition isn't quite like a musty, dusty fragrance, if that makes sense. I love it. I love it so much. This lasted all day. This is such a good quality perfume. I need to I'll need to get my samples out of storage and get my sample of the newest formulation, which I have worn. I did give that one a good full wear test, but I don't remember what my experience was with that one. I want to say it was very similar. I want to say that they both perform really, really well, and that this one, or that the new, because I remember just being so impressed with the new formulation as well, thinking that it was amazing. Yes, it has some slight differences to this one, but I remember feeling like I need a full bottle of that one in my life too. I found it on Amazon for like $32. Somebody's selling it for like $32. So I need to get it. I need to get on that because I need another bottle. And then I won't feel like I have to ration this one because I'll have, you know, another bottle. But anyways, that is Kate Walsh Boyfriend. Okay, and then last I wore a couple of the Dreamhouse Acurio samples. So I've got two here. The first one that I wore is called Je Te Veux. I absolutely love this one. This is one of the new fragrances. I cannot for the life of me remember what is in this one. He sent me the notes of all of the new fragrances, but I can't remember what is in this one. This one is a little bit sweet. I think it's got a little bit of a nuttiness to it. It's warm, it's perfect. I fell in love with this one. This one wore beautifully on me. This for me is just absolutely full bottle worthy. But yeah, this is one of my absolute favorites. I am in love with this. This is a full bottle for me, absolutely full bottle worthy. So that one is called Je Te Veux. I'm gonna end up with some full bottles of Dreamhouse Acurio very soon. Okay, and then the other one that I wore is Cashmere. Yeah, no, I keep saying that. I wanna call it Cashmere. It's Cashmere. And this is another one that is, this one is absolutely full bottle worthy for me. This one is, if I remember correctly, this one is chai, masala chai and carnation. And it is absolutely fantastic. It's so good. Like if you like a chai and it smells so authentic. Like I have masala chai. I've got a couple different masala chai powders in my cabinet right now, and this smells exactly like a real masala chai. This one is very chai dominant, so it's just really beautiful, warm, spiced. This is a full bottle for me, absolutely must have, full bottle. So that one is called Cashmere. And that is gonna be it, guys. Those are all of the fragrances that I wore last week. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.